The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown. The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown.
All right. Hey, good evening, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to the South Florida Live Podcast. Listen, I'm your host, Jeffrey Brown. As we always start this episode off, this podcast off saying this is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Hey, listen, good evening, everyone. Come on in, and join us on tonight for Thriving Thursday. Tonight is Thriving Thursday. Y'all, I got a special guest going to be with me tonight. We get to interview this wonderful individual on tonight. You do not want to miss it. Listen, I hope everybody had a day of peace and blessings. Everybody had a productive day today. Everybody did well. Even if you went to work, you had a productive day at work. If you stayed at home and worked from home, you had a productive day working from home. If you were just home chilling, relaxing today, I hope you had a relaxful day today. Hey, listen, come on in. I need you guys to join me. We're going to have a little conversation on tonight. I'm going to share a little something before we get to our guest tonight, but come on in, guys. Join us tonight. Hey, listen, if you're viewing us by Facebook, if you're on my Facebook page, you're viewing me by Facebook, do me a favor. Go ahead, do me a favor. Please like and share as you see. Like and share, and give me a comment in the comment section. Let me know that you're there. Say good evening to me. Let me know that you're there. You're there. You're hanging out. We sound good. Signal is fine. Everything is doing well. Listen, once again, this is Thriving Thursday. And if you are watching us by YouTube, please, if it's your first time, please hit that subscribe button for me, please. And when you see the little bell, click on that bell and then click all. Okay? For you to reach us on YouTube, it's the South Florida Live Podcast. The South Florida Live Podcast. Pull it up. You'll see that orange. Logo. That's us. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell. We're trying to get our subscribers up. If you can do that for me, please. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for those that's joining us. Thank you for those that's coming in. Thank you. Our little brother, Shaka Page, big God bless you, man. Peace and blessings to you. Hey, come on in, guys. Come on in. Let's do this. Once again, thank you for joining us. Once again, if you're viewing us by Facebook, please like, share, comment, and I forgot one, tag. Tag at least a few people and let them know that we're on live, and they can be a part of this live episode on tonight. It's Thriving Thursday. It's going to be a great episode tonight. I got a great guest with me tonight, so come on in and join us tonight. All right. I see Ms. Bennett. God bless you, Tanika Bennett. God bless you. Good evening to you, Ms. Jackson. God bless you to you. Yes. Come on in. Also, please share. Like and share, if you will, okay? You do that for me? All right, cool. Thank you for doing that. Come on in. While you guys coming in, hey, I want to finish my little conversation just a little bit On Monday, I talked about it. Monday was meditation Monday, and y'all, you know, I'm on the voting tip. I'm making sure everybody is good for the voting that's coming up. I'm making sure everybody is registered to vote. Your status is up to par. So I'm gonna just go over a few little things that I talked about on Monday. Okay, listen. For one, if you had a birthday this year, and your driving license, you renewed your driving license this year, and your driving license number changed, listen, can I tell you, please go to your election office website, Broward Day, go on there and update your information. Okay? You need to update your driving license. Make sure the new driving license number is updated in the system. We don't want to take a chance. We don't want to have anything go wrong. We want to make sure we cover ourselves before August 18th. Okay. So make sure you go online, go and update your information, your status. That's what you got to go on. I did it. It took me probably about 5 minutes to just do it. It seems like you're doing everything back over, but you're really not. So I had to update my driving license to put it in there. So I need you guys to do the same. Okay. And this is my other plea. There's a lot of seniors in our communities. There's a lot of seniors in our area, our senior saints, y'all, that's in our community, in our neighborhood, even in our family. This year, y'all, we want to make sure our seniors are good. Okay. If you have a senior saint that's in your family or in your community or in your neighborhood that you know, do me a favor. Make sure you check their status for voting. Make sure their status is great. Make sure they are registered to vote. Everything is up to par. Name is good. Address is good. The polling station, they have the right polling station that they're supposed to go to. Make sure they are good. All right. So let's look out for our seniors. Let's take care of our seniors. Let's make sure they are good. And if they need a ride to the polling station or they need help with their mail-in ballot, come on, y'all. This is for us to do. Let's take it upon ourselves as a community, as the people, and help our seniors out. Okay? Let's help them out. We're going to be there one day and we're going to need help. All right? So that's my other plea. Then my other plea is if you have anyone in your family that's 18 older, that's 18 or older. A lot of kids graduated this year. They're 18. Could you do me a favor? Check and see if they're registered to vote. Yeah, check and see if they're registered to vote. If they're registered to vote, make sure that you, if they're not registered to vote, make sure that you take them to help them to register to vote. Take them online, do it. Listen, I had to do it with a young man on my job. He was like, man, it's too much. I don't want to be talking about renewing stuff, and it's challenging. This is how they want to. This is how we can end up being discouraged and lose out. Okay, so what I did with him, I went online right then at that moment, right on our job. We had a little moment, and I went online and we upgraded all his information. It took at least about 5 to 6 minutes. That's it, and he was good. So if it's someone that's feel like they're discouraged, like it's too much, help them out. Let's do that. That's on us. Let's help us out. Everybody can do something. Everybody can help somebody out. Okay, let's really do that. Let's really do that. Once again, I'm really pushing about the 18-year-olds. Let's make sure that they're registered. We don't have a lot of time to do it. Okay, so let's make sure that they're registered. Okay, that they're registered to vote and they're able to vote and they're good. And this is how the conversation can begin when they're talking about why am I registering to vote? Boom, here's the conversation. This is the opportunity. This is the moment that we can teach, that we can give them a history lesson and the importance of the vote, okay? Because I know a lot of us think that our vote do not matter. The vote do matter, okay? So one, let's make sure our registration status or everything is good. If you got a new driving license number, make sure you go and go update that. And anything else, address change or apartment change, whatever, the smallest detail, you need to check it out and make sure you're good, all right? Number two, let's make sure our seniors are good. Our senior saints, let's make sure they are good. Let's make sure their status is good, that everything is good with their status, their voting status is on point, and everything is right. Okay. And then 3, let's make sure our 18-year-old and younger, our 18-year-old and older, our young adults, our kids, our youth, that's 18, that's able to vote. Let's make sure that they're registered to vote. Just not register to vote, but give them that history, give them that lesson, give them that teaching of why it's important to vote. Okay. All right. We do that. I think I covered the ones that I wanted to. But when and also because see, it's important because we can't let them think. We can't let them think that it don't matter. We got to know that your vote does matter. Your vote matters. Your vote matters. And this is the thing I've been saying for a while. No vote. Remember, no vote is a vote. Yeah. No vote is a vote. All right. So if you buy somebody, if you're near somebody, just turn around and tell somebody, hey, listen. Hey, your vote matters. Your vote matters. Okay. So, all right. So let's get on it, y'all. Let's get on the grind. Let's get on it. Let's make sure everybody's registered. Everybody's status is good because we have to make a change. I know about the maps and all that stuff. Oh, this is the other thing. Okay. We got mail-in, we got early voting, and then we got regular day voting. All right. Mail in, once you get the mail in, hey, don't play around with it. If you're going to send it, send it. Don't wait last minute to send those mail in ballots in. Okay. Let's make sure we take care of that. Okay. Early voting. If you're going to do early voting like me, I do early voting. I don't like the lines. I don't like the foolishness. I go and do early voting. Okay. So early voting starts August the 8th through the 17th, August 8th through the 17th. All right. So if you're going to do early voting, make sure you go and do it. I was just saying this. Why don't we just knock them in the head? Why don't we just get it over with and everybody just bum rush and do early voting in major numbers this year? I know a lot of people like to be out there on the poll on that day, the day of, but how about we just overwhelming numbers of early voting? How about we do that? And I guarantee you we'll make a change in what they think is going to happen. We can change a lot of things that they think gonna happen. We can change it around. We can fix it. We can work it. We can make a change if we just go out and vote. Let's knock it out in early voting. But if you just like to be in that crowd, okay, you can be in that crowd and sit and wait and whatever. Long as you go, don't let nobody discourage you about being in line. If it's a long line, get there. That's why I'm saying, please make sure your status is good because you don't want to show up at the polls at 6:45. and your stuff ain't right. And then you got to go either because you're not at the right polling station or your information not right. Okay? We don't want that stuff to happen. Better to know now than not to know. Better be safe than sorry. All right? That's it. That's it. I'm done with that. Okay. I see someone said, put your absentee ballot in your personal mailbox, And you have to July 20th to register in order to vote August the 18th. That's why I was saying, do not play around with it. Let's make sure you guys are registered to vote by July the 20th. That's right around the corner, y'all. Let's make sure it happen, okay? Let's get it done. 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 All right? All right? Hey, listen, once again, I am so excited to have this young lady with me on tonight. To have the opportunity to interview her and for she can share with us on tonight. And this is the one and only, my friend, my sister, the one and only, the lady herself, Dr. Joy Jackson. Hey, my sister, God bless you. Dr. Joy Jackson. Hey, my sister, God bless you.
God bless you.
All right. I look like you got a little delay over there. There you go. All right. There you go. All right. You back with me.
How are you?
Hey, there you go. There you go. You was in a little time walk for a minute, but you back.
I'm having difficulties hearing you. It's not coming through for me.
Uh-oh. Okay, I need you to that whatever that you got a phone or something on, turn that down. Because I hear echo over on that side.
Okay, but I can't hear you at all. I really can't hear you at all.
You might have to go back out again.
And I know you can hear me.
Okay. You might need to go back out and come back in.
Okay.
All right, while she's doing that, y'all, once again, I want to make sure that you guys are that you once again, let's make sure that we're registered. Let's take care of it. Y'all, I am gonna drive that until Jesus return. All right. I'm just gonna drive it. I'm gonna drive it. I know I'm getting on some people's nerve, but it is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. But I'm just gonna drive it, y'all. I'm gonna drive it until somebody get it. Somebody get it. Somebody understand the importance of it, of us being ready, us being prepared to vote, us being on point to vote. Somebody gonna get it. All right. So I'm gonna keep it pumping until it happens. Okay. Until it happens. Please, y'all. I'm so before they stop where you couldn't collect the mail-in ballots for the people. I was doing something at that time. I was going around and collecting all the seniors, all the senior saints, all the senior citizens, all their mail-in ballots, and I was going to collect and make sure that they were turned in to the election office. But I'm hearing that somebody saying that you can turn them in at your personal mailbox. I'm a little skeptical of that right there, but I like to just bring it to the election office and drop it to them, give it right to them, put it in their hands, and let them deal with it. Make sure that it's in the office, because how sometimes this mailing system can be a little funny, but don't play around with it. Make sure that we take care of it. Make sure that we do what we need to do, and our status is right. Our voting is right. Those 18-year-olds are registered to vote and ready to go. All right. All right. I think we might be ready. Let's see what we got. My lady.
Oh, okay. Now. Now.
You
okay. Hey, there's no stopping me on this. There's no stopping me.
You went away for a minute. But listen,
I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you at all, my brother. But it's no stopping. I'm right here. I'm right here.
But anyway, welcome to the South Florida Live Podcast again. Hey, listen, y'all. Tonight we are honored to have the lady with us tonight, Dr. Joy Jackson herself. She is now a candidate for the Miami-Dade County School Board Member District 1. Listen, Dr. Jackson, once again, thank you for joining us this evening to have a discussion for your vision, for your students, your parents, your educators, and community that you would be serving. So welcome to the South Florida Live Podcast tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate being here, and I'm excited. I'm excited about where I am and what's about to take place. I'm thoroughly excited about running for School Board District 1.
All right. Yeah, because I thought you were going to be sitting down after you retired and home drinking some tea and on the sailboat and just selling and having a good old time. But you say your work ain't done yet, huh?
No, it's not. Not.
Okay. So since we're there, let's get right into it. So please share with me and the voters and my audience about yourself and what inspired you to run for Miami-Dade County School Board District 1.
First of all, Elder Brown, I just retired, as you just said. June 30th was my retirement ending date. And as a teacher of 51 years of experience, as you forestated, the work is not done. We are tapping in on some areas, but the work is not completed. So after hearing that the seat was open, and I knew that I have the experience, I have the know-how, I have been tested, I've been tried, I have gone to Tallahassee numerous of times. to speak to legislators. In fact, I would go every year to Tallahassee to speak to legislators, speak in the Senate hall, speak with congressmen, privately, collectively, speaking on various bills. Oh yes, I'm very much ready
So
for this.
I hear
Yes.
you. I hear you saying how much you went to Tallahassee, but still, what experience have best prepared you though to serve on this school board for this school board member District 1? What experience have best prepared you?
Okay. First of all, I I was on the executive board for United Teachers of Dade. First of all, and I was on the negotiating team. So I know how. I have the experience of negotiating. I have the experience of working across the aisle. I have the experience of building relationships with people that we may not agree, but we were not going to be disagreeable. But we come to the best conclusion and the best collective for the total body. We don't get everything our way all the time, but we know how to speak and to build these relationships so the work can get done. So not only was I on the negotiating team for United Teachers of Dade, being on the executive board there, also on the executive board for AFL-CIO. And we all know that that's a collection of all unions, and it doesn't stop there. I was on the governor's board for Florida Educators Association, whereas we negotiated for the entire state of Florida. So I have been prepared, and all of these have been not just overnight experiences, these have been 30-year experiences that I have. So I'm more than ready for the school board, more than ready for being prepared because my life experiences of being a part of these has given me the opportunity to work firsthand on what it would be like to be on a school board. I know that being on a school board, it's about community, it's about students, it's about parents, it's about school structure, it's about how we collectively come together to make things happen for the total body of our students, community, and parents. So working and being a part of all of these endeavors,
Yeah.
I know that I'm well prepared
Okay.
for.
So I hear you. I hear you saying that you're well prepared. So Dr. Jackson, let me
Yes,
ask you
sir.
this: what would be your vision for the future then of you said you're prepared, you can work across the aisle. So what would be your vision for the future of the Miami-Dade County Public Schools? What would be your vision?
Okay, first of all, what I would like to see done, because my seat is District 1, I would like to see more schools that are the top 10 schools in Dade County in District 1.
Mm,
If you look these schools up, I believe there are only two schools in the top 10 that are public schools. Two. And neither one is located in District 1. You have Gulliver, Ransom, Everglade. You have those type schools. They even have American Heritage on there,
mm,
but not one school in region, a District 1, that's a part of those top schools. They have, out of the 10, two. So the remainder eight are either charter or private schools.
mm,
And I know our students are just as smart. They're just as talented.
mhm.
We have good educators. So what is it that we can't have not one school in District 1 that's a part of the top 10? To me, that's the
Right.
problem.
Okay.
That's the problem.
So tell me this. Tell me this, Dr. Jackson. So what would be your top three priorities if elected then? What would be your top three?
Okay, first of all, I would like to bring in more programs that will engage our students, that will keep them engaged for not just 30 minutes or 20 minutes, however long, whether they're on block schedule or whether or not they go to class every day. but engage the entire time that the lessons are being taught to them. These programs, such as what's going on down there, I know that Carol City has that amazing electrical car program that was started at Carol City, but there are more programs out there that we can bring to Region 1. There are more. I would like to see, number two, what I want as far as accountability, that charter schools be mandated under the same criterion that public schools. Maybe some do not know that many charter schools are not mandated to have teachers with certification.
Mm.
They are not mandated to have the same test, the same curriculum as public schools. They are not under the same umbrella that what public school teachers have to go through every year, making sure, because it's time out for teachers teaching the test. It's time to get back to teaching. It's time to get back for our students being able to read, being
Right.
able to write, being able to communicate. Our students, and I believe now, and I'm grateful for this, that cursive writing is now being brought back into the curriculum, because now our students did not know how to
No,
sign their name. They
no.
would scribble, scrabble, or they would print it out. But
Right,
as a signature, they
right,
did not know
right.
how to sign their name on documents.
And you know what? That I came across some stuff the other day, and it was so sad. I remember me when during my time when I was younger, middle school, elementary, we were practicing our signature way in elementary school. I'm like, oh man, let me work on mine. I'm gonna make sure my signature is fancy with my cursive. But now it's just like it's not a big deal. Education have really kind of, I don't know, got away from it. So answer me this. So you
Wait,
said,
I have another one. I missed
I'm
one.
sorry,
I did too.
you
I'm
didn't do
sorry. I did too. And the third one, because I have maybe four or five, but that to engage and to make sure that public education receive the adequate funding needed to
Mm,
educate our students. And it starts with teacher pay. Now, teacher, there are so often time people blame the union for not receiving a raise, but the union does not send the money from Tallahassee. This is why it's important that we build relationships in Tallahassee, because these are the people that send the money
mm,
to public schools. And when you send $1 billion, how far is that going to go when you have so many charter and private schools that now are getting a piece of the pie?
right.
Had it not been for the referendum, the monies would not be as much as it is. And I know that we are talking about the three and teacher retention. How do we keep teachers in Dade County?
I'm getting to that now.
You gonna get to that? I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
You're getting a little beyond, a
Okay.
little
No,
beyond. You're getting them. You're moving a
because
little too
these
fast now. You're
okay,
moving.
these are passionate. This is passionate for
I know.
me.
But
This
this
is
is the thing.
passionate.
This is where I'm at, and that you said about how the different programs and the things at Carol City with the electrical car and bringing more programs. So tell me this. So how can the district better support students who are struggling academic and add the plans like extending college, career, technical education, and workforce readiness opportunities for these students? How can the district better support these students in those areas?
First of all, they need to stop closing these schools. And the reason why I say this, because they're closing schools because of small class sizes, correct?
That's
Okay.
that's everywhere right now.
Now, okay. Now, one of the top 10 schools that I read, their teacher to pupil ratio is 1 to 8. Now, you tell me, if a smaller class size that gives teachers a better opportunity to give more of their students the one-on-one time that they need. The one-on-one time that, because all students do not learn the same way. Some are hands-on, some book learning. So we have to know how to teach our students. So there need to be areas and policies that will help teachers to engage more with our students. So if you have a school that have a 8-to-1 ratio, of course those students will be better prepared. So instead of closing schools, then if the class sizes are smaller, our students will learn faster and better because teachers now have ample time to spend with struggling students.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but how can the district support it? How can the district support it and have the plan to extending colleges, career, technical, educational? How can the district? What can the district want?
The district can place more of these type courses, and not just in high school, but we need to start early. We can start in elementary, bringing in smaller increments areas of technology. Yes, we do the computers. We have that. We have students that know phones and computers, but do we have a student that understand a building block, or having students to go out to see construction sites, to see electrical workers, plumbers, because all of our students are not going to college. We need more of these type of courses, maybe starting in 5th grade, definitely in middle school. Definitely, the district can add this to middle school,
Right.
so that by the time they get in high school, now we have some wonderful programs. We have dual enrollment. We have nursing programs that when a student graduate from high school, if they pass the test, they can automatically become an LPN. We have that with electricity as well. But if we started in middle school and not just wait and have our students to explore different technical elective classes, to see, the district can do that. This is what the district can do. They can bring this in.
Okay, so let me ask you this. You saying the district can do this. So you, as if you were elected to District 1 and you were that school board member, and I hear you saying, and I've always been one that when I was in the school system that believed that every child, even though we want them to go to college, every child is not going to college. Most kids' attention span, kids' attention span is 4 years. Some attention span is 2 years. Some are 6 months. So some are different areas. So they took away a lot of the technical stuff. But this is my thing. What plan would you present to the school board or to the district or whatever to say, hey, let's get back to bringing some of these schools, like schools that will be in your district, District 1. How would you organize and structure and lead way into saying, hey, these are the things that I want to bring back to the schools in my district?
Okay, first of all, what I would do is speak with the powers to be. I would go out to areas, speak to plumbers, speak to electricians, speak to those entities, the builders, the contractors, and then introduce. I know we have career day. We have career day maybe once a year. We have career day. Career day doesn't just stand on one time a year. We need to continue to bring these entities into the classroom. We need to bring these entities into the school, not just once a year, but have these people come in, have them to speak to our students one-on-one and on a continuing basis. Have our students have field trips to construction sites, not the place where they can get any type of injury, but to see what actually is going on. Have some of our students, even with the bidding at the district, when these construction companies want to bid on reconstruction of schools, our students are smart. They are intelligent. They can do this. As you know, we used to have something we had work study, where the students, would go to school half a day and then they would go out to Publix or go someplace and they'll work the rest of their school day. I don't remember, I don't know of how many more schools are doing that. Middle school students used to have that as well, that work study
Right.
program. So why not bring on a grand scale a work study program? There are some entities, I know ESC, they have a work study program at Veterans Hospital where the students go there. They don't get paid, but they go there and they assist with helping as with maybe pushing a patient around or something like that, the
Right.
transportation. But why not? Why can't we do that? We can bring,
But
we have a lot of 18-year-olds that can drive.
but isn't
Bringing bus drivers in there. I'm sorry.
but isn't that part of the power of the board member to make this stuff happen?
We can, this is what I'm saying. We can make this happen. We can bring this back to the schools. This is why I'm running. It's a lot of loopholes that need to be filled. We can feel that.
So what areas and how would you maneuver to get those votes to make that happen though?
To present a case to show that this school or whatever school have students that are interested in this program. We have parents that are interested because, first of all, we have to have a buy-in. The parents have to buy in. The students have to buy in. The community have to buy in because it's not just a one-man show. School board, that's community. That's parents, that's teachers, that's students. So we're going to have to, we must have those that's going to buy in to what is being offered.
So
But
what would be the buy-in for you to get them to buy into what you're trying to get
to show that there is a need in that school or in that community for that. Some of the schools that they were closing, if we had programs in those schools that drew students to that area, they would not have been talking about closing a school. Because now you have the population and you have the parents that will go to that school board and holler and scream because my student life, my child life has changed because of this. My child is no longer on the street in the afternoon. They are working here. My child is no longer involved with gang violence because now they are in a constructive area, that they are engaged, that they are applying, and they are being accountable to the area and the discipline that where they are. It can happen, Elder Brown. It can. There are just too many gaps and holes that need to be filled. And as a school board member, it is our duty to do this, to fill the gaps.
Right.
If the gaps are filled, the schools would not be closing at the rapid rate that they are.
Okay. All right. Now that's good. Okay. But I just wanted the viewers and the listeners to see, just hear your heart, hear your vision of making these change and how you would make them and how you plan on getting the vote and getting everybody on board, because that's most of the focus when you're talking about trying to build a plan and make something happen. You have to have a circle of people around you, brotherhood and
You
sisterhood,
must.
and people that's going to buy into what you're saying and agreeing to be able to move on, to move it, to make it happen, as as a board member, getting them to buy into it. So now from there, I want to talk about an area where I know I don't want to bring your teaching this out of you, but I want you to see it in a view as not as a teacher. I know that may be difficult, but I want you to see this next question that I'm presenting to you as I guess you got to look at it as a teacher because you was a teacher, but now as a board member for District 1, teacher recruitment and retention continues to be a challenge. They're struggling at that. What solutions do you support? What's the solution do you support, and how would you make that, you would work around that or make it happen or change in that area?
You see, first, with teacher retention, the two things that are needed that you hear all the time as a board member, as an educator, as a person: teacher pay and insurance. We all know that living in Dade County is very expensive. Miami is one of the most expensive places to live. Insurance, homeowners insurance is going skyrocketing. Prices at the grocery store is high. The monies that pay teachers come from Tallahassee. They vote, and the governor signs a bill to say how much money or how much they are going to send down to Dade County, and Dade County is a donor county. In order to change this, that trickle down to public schools, we must build relationships in Tallahassee. We have to be able to go across the board, because this is nonpartisan. People want to make it, whether it's a Democrat or Republican. No, it's not that at all. In order to retain teachers, we must pay them. We must give them what is a respectful salary. And in giving them a respectful salary, that is one area that teachers will stay. Most times, our younger teachers, 1 to 5 years, 1 to 7 years, they don't stay because the monies are short. But one way that we can get teacher retention for at least 5 to 7 years is to pay them, and to ensure that in order for you to get this, you must sign a contract that you must stay these years.
Right.
And if you stay past maybe 5 or 7 years, maybe now you're a little bit more vested into the system. But if there is no reason to be held here with accountability to stay, then they leave.
Now I'm gonna ask you this: as a board member, you won the election. You, as a board member, I know myself that they put money where they want to put money. They put it where they want to put money. We're talking about legislators that'll put money where they want to put money. So
Correct.
Where would you be, and who have you connected with in legislation as a legislator to go after, to make sure that as a board member that you communicate with them and get them to see and buy into what you're saying to get that money released? Because it's not like they don't have the money. It's not like they don't have the money, but I often saw it as there's just some people that was just not fighting enough to get it for our kids, for our neighborhoods, for our place. So as a board member, what legislator would you connect with, or you already have a relationship with, that you would make sure that they put that money where it needs to be in District 1?
I have spoken to numerous legislators in Tallahassee, as well as here. Numerous, numerous. When Pizzo was there, I spoke to him. I've spoken to Chevron. I spoke to Gant. I've spoken to Robinson. I've spoken to the young lady, I can't recall the name right now, down south. And I'm talking about across the board people. I'm not just talking about Democrats. I'm talking about across the boards. I'm talking about these people that are pro charter schools. These people I have engaged in conversations with. And we will be surprised at on both sides of the aisle are in agreement that teachers need to get paid more.
Mm.
They are in agreement with that. But when it comes down to the governor signing, that becomes the issue. People must vote. Now, when we are talking about the school board itself and talking to the board members, most of them are in agreement for teacher pay. The only way that teachers, paraprofessionals, and security monitors are getting paid is because of the RAS. And there were some board members at one time that did not want to pass the RAS. And this is how teachers are getting their raise. So we must continue to communicate with the powers to be in Tallahassee. And this is what we people across Dade County, whatever county, don't understand. The district are dealing with the monies that are sent to them. If you don't know right now, the district, they are clearing house. They're sending people from the district back to the classroom. They're saying now, they're saying that, oh, that there's a teacher shortage. Please,
So now,
people are being surplused
so
because there are more programs than they have with some of these areas. They're having too many teachers in the classroom because they don't have the students. So teachers are being surplus, not because of their ability to teach, not because they are not excellent teachers. It's because of the number of students that they say that we must have in the classroom to keep keep the school open, or continue to have a teacher there. It's not what people think that it is.
right.
It is not. It is
So,
not. If
okay,
we don't do the right thing
right,
and vote
right.
and get the right people to make the right changes
Yeah,
in
yeah,
on
yeah,
the board, okay.
yeah. I know. I got you with all that, but I'm still trying to see, um, as a board member, you were a teacher for over 50 years. You were a teacher in the system for over 50 years.
Yes,
You felt you saw the where you weren't getting the raise like you should have. But now flip the hat as a board member.
uh-huh,
You've seen the pain. You've gone through it.
correct.
Who's to say now that you're in power that you may forget and now not fight as much for the teachers as it should have, or then you find out because now you're dealing with political now, not just
Correct.
school, you're dealing with political. So my thing is, once again, I'm going back to legislation and legislators who you have to connect with and get a plan with and commit with and connect with and talk to. So who are some of these legislators right now while you started run you've already connected with? I know as a union member, you probably talked to Chevron and those guys, but as a board member, because the conversation is a little different.
Right. I've spoken to more than Sheriff. I've spoken to Republicans in Tallahassee concerning this same thing on teacher pay. I have. I have spoken to them. I'm not a lobbyist, but I do speak on the behalf of what is happening in Dade County. And because Dade County is the county that sends more money to Tallahassee and receive almost less. More money need to come here because our expenses are more. So I do speak to them. I speak to them personally. I go to their office and sit on their couch and talk to them concerning the concerns of Dade County and what we can do better. And many times they would tell me that the person, the chairman of the party, that they have to make sure that they are in alignment with what the governor wants. But in order, and then I'm hearing because of certain aspects that the person that's over the Republican Party or the Democratic Party, if they are not in line with the governor, he holds back the signing of the budget. Do you know the budget has just been signed for the state of Florida? The budget has just been signed.
Hmm.
So without the budget signing, nobody is getting any money. And they purposely hold this thing up. So there is no negotiating with the district concerning teacher pay or health care or anything else until the budget is signed. So my job as a board member is to galvanize the board, that maybe as a board that we go up there together and talk to these people, and not just me by myself, but hey, all of us go up there together. All of us speak to these people together. Let them see that this board is unified. This board, we on one accord. We have one desire, and that is what's best for Dade County. Not only for Dade County schools, Dade County community, Dade County PTA, Dade County students, bring it back.
Yeah.
And it's time to bring it back. And make sure Region 1 have what it needs as a board. Let us go up there together. Come on, let's go together. Where there's unity, there's strength. Let them see that we are unified.
I'm gonna ask you this one. I'm gonna ask you this because I hear the unity and whatnot, but this is something I always felt like was very important, was the voice of the parents.
Correct.
The parents have a powerful voice. Parents have power.
Correct.
They have more power than they think they have.
Correct.
Well, my question is to you as a board member, how would you reach these parents, not just the Black parents, but we're talking about Hispanic parents and Haitian parents? How would you reach these parents and be able to communicate and connect with these parents to get them to understand that their voice is strong and they have a powerful voice, and you need their help to make noise to Tallahassee?
One by one. I will start one by one, and that one will bring one, and that one will bring another one. I would have opportunities for a gathering of parents to hear their concerns and to present a program, present to them how powerful they are. Because so oftentimes people, like you stated, and that was one of the things that I was going to say probably in my closing, and you just said it. But parents do have a strong voice. And because they don't utilize sometimes their voice because they don't feel like they have a voice.
Okay. So,
but they do have, but they are strong. Parents are strong. And I will be a part of and go to the PTA meetings. I would go to parent groups. I would make myself more visible. I would be at areas and not just at, we can be to the big stuff, but I'm talking about the small little areas. I would show up at an ESAC meeting, show up at a PTA meeting, show up and speak to parents where they gather, where they are, and speak to them. Organize and have more town hall meetings. Organize parent groups to go, and we just gonna chat and chew, and talk about this stuff, and continue, and not just a one-time deal, not a two-time deal, but it has to be an ongoing, because it take a while before people actually hear what you're saying. They see your lips moving, they hear sound coming out your mouth, but sometimes they're not hearing what you're saying.
And I said it on Monday that a lot of times we have to listen to candidates who run and hear what they're saying and the transparency that they bring us. And I said it on Monday. Sometimes we can bring the hype, but we need to hear the A, B's, and C's, the process of it. From A to process A to B to C, because it may not let them know. It may not happen in a week. It may not happen in a month. It may not happen in a year. But if we keep pushing, and be consistent and making noise and be consistent of what we're doing and our voice is heard, it has to happen. Now I'm gonna shift to an area that's close to me, and that's students, students' well-being. And I'm gonna start this one off, and we're gonna move quickly with the other ones. How would you address? This is a two-four question. How would you address student mental health and emotional well-being, as well as approaching to preventing bullying, including cyberbullying? Let me say that again. How would you address student mental health and emotional awareness, also preventing bullying and including cyberbullying?
Now, mental health is very dear to my heart because this is what I've been doing for the past 30 some odd years. And we have many students that have been suffering in silence. Emotional, there are students that have been bullied, cyberbullying, physical bullying. Mental health has caused many students to commit suicide because they felt no one understood them. They felt that they were not loved, they were not pretty enough, they were not handsome enough, they were not strong enough, they were not part of the inner crowd or the most popular portion of a school system. But we do need the counselors, we do need the psychologists, and we need more of that. We need more social workers. We need more people, and it's not enough. Schools do not have enough social workers. One social worker might have 6 or 7, 8 schools that they have to service. Our students need more of the adult that they can sit and speak to, that they don't have to suffer in silence. Cyberbullying has run rampant now that all our students know how to work these phones much better than the adults. They know how to get on. Even in Dade County schools, they know how to go around the filter and still manage to work some stuff out. First of all, I know that schools do not allow cell phones. I know middle schools do not allow cell phones in school. Most of the things that happen that they bring to school happens outside of school. It happens on these cell phones at home. This bullying, it doesn't happen, but they bring it to the schoolhouse that happen in homes. Therefore, what need to be done is that parents need to have more control over what their students or what their children uh, are doing on their phone. There are parental controls that parents can take their phones, and certain sites they cannot. Some parents don't allow their students to have a cell phone until the weekend, or a pad until the weekend, iPad until the weekend. When we bring that to school, now it becomes the school problem. And there are times, people, that we don't know what's going on until it happens. We didn't know that they were plotting to bring this to school until it got to school and somebody said it. So what can we do? How do we address cyberbullying? How do we address that? We bring groups in, we bring students in, and have uh, the correct people to speak to them on a continuous basis. We have small group talks. not just and everything has to be on a continuous basis. It cannot be we're going to do these things one time or every 2 months or every quarter. It needs to be done more frequently, that have small group talks. What I did in as team leader, I would have them to come and we would have breakfast together every Wednesday, and in that we would talk. We would have conversations. We would sit down and eat together. And if there were issues, let's iron these issues out. Do you have a problem with this person? Let's talk about it right now. Let's begin to have peer intervention and peer talking to peer. Peer those students that maybe have graduated to come back and give life lessons. Those students that have made it through some of the same areas that where they were, have them to come back and have small group sessions telling them, how did you make it through this? Because I was you. I was one of those bullies, but somebody pulled my coat and now I'm back to talk to you, and I'm going to pull your coat and let you know that this is not the case. There is conflict resolution. We can have that in our schools, that we bring students together and have them to resolve the issues even with themselves. Have a monitor, you have an adult there, but they can resolve some of these issues themselves because conflict resolutions work.
Okay. Yeah, that's something that we really have to look into and change and be better at with the mental health, and with just safety alone, just safety period at these schools. Let me talk about the budget and accountability. Miami-Dade County Public School managed uh, multi-billion-dollar budget. How would you ensure fiscal responsibility and transparency?
When you're talking about transparency, you would think this should be automatic and that folks shouldn't be trying to hide money. So that when you bring out a document, it only show what they want you to see. Every year that we would go to negotiations, the district would come out and say they have no money. This every year. This is how the conversation starts. There's no money. But as a school board member, transparency should be paramount. That you know how much you're paying the police officers, you know the budget for teachers, you already know that. There is no sense of trying to hide anything. You bring it all to the table. Let everybody see what it is.
Mhm.
Everybody we need to know what we are dealing with. If we know what we are dealing with, then you will not have the issues of where some of these schools are having. Each school, when they go to budget, they have to prove that this is what they need. And then the school says, well, the district says, well, maybe you don't need that. And you need to cut this, you need to cut that. But I will ensure that what is there, what the state have sent to Dade County, everybody know. And you see, there are yet more monies that come through Dade County other than with Tallahassee. The Dade County schools, we are the largest landowners in Dade County.
Yeah.
So you sell, and I know that they have been, trying to sell certain areas to bring in more money, but we're the largest landowners. We can use this to build revenue for the schools here in Dade County. And because I'm representing Region 1, but
Yes, you
over
do.
the county, we can do this. We can build places so that teachers can live. As a budget, how to bring transparency. You Transparency is that entity that let everybody know that you're not trying to hide anything. And this is why people they don't trust the board. They don't trust what's going on as far as money, because Most times they always feel that they're trying to hide something. But I will ensure that transparency, I will try to make sure that everybody see what's going on, where the money is going, how it's being spent. If
Right.
we're overspending, where are the needs actually are, and not give to areas that already have, but make sure that in this budget, we are going to give to those that are needed the most. Those areas that are struggling, give them more. These areas that so the schools where you have a humongous PTA, and the
Yeah.
PTA can buy a teacher, a PTA can buy a para, a PTA can buy a coach and pay them. But what about these struggling schools? Transparency of where the monies are actually going and
Right.
the programs that they are being spent for need to be made known.
And that was my next question before we move on is what programs would you prioritize for funding and where do you believe improvement can be made?
Well, prioritizing with the struggling, I mean, I just said it, but the struggling schools, those schools that our students that are reading 2 and 3 grades below their grade level,
And
giving them more
program.
resources,
Yeah.
giving them more instructional staff, giving them the ability to have these. And I know that many times we have the pull out, we pull out students and have them to go into, so I know ESC does a smaller reading area, but those students that 3 grade behind, and these are issues when students are graduating and they are reading on a fifth, sixth, seventh grade reading level. How do they enter into a college program when they cannot read and when they cannot do math? So, my first priority is to make sure those schools have the resources, the monies that they actually need, the computers, the tablets that they need, the and not just people putting them on an iReady program or an Edgenuity program, but and I know Edgenuity is an independent course, but even with Edgenuity, some of our students do not understand what the person on the computer is trying to teach them. So you're going to need someone to sit there and hear what that person is saying so that you can better help them to understand and take it at a slower pace. Some of our students cannot move as fast as others, and we know that. So we need those individuals that can help those students. Yes, I'm going to start right there
Okay.
and put money there, put
Now
resources there.
let's go to this one. How should schools respond? How should schools responsibly incorporate technology and artificial intelligence into the classroom while protecting students' privacy? It's coming. It's here. It's already
That
there. It's
AI is huge. It
yeah.
is huge.
So how would you
Sometimes,
use that? How would you get them to use that in a positive light with in the school system with and still protect students' privacy?
that is something that even the AI community is trying to figure this out. How they're going to protect and have students to be intelligent enough to utilize it, but not take it to another level. You have with AI now, they are trying to put guardrails around AI. Even the United States Congress and senators, they are yet trying to figure out how are we going to do with this? Because I believe after a while they are going to come up with something that they're not going to be able to control. But AI can be utilized for the best of our students if it is taught correctly. If we put the parameters around AI from the beginning, if we place guardrails around it, that students can only work within these parameters and they cannot venture out of that. Only stay within the parameters of what we are dealing with. With robotics, amazing, amazing. Robotics is coming and it is here.
It's here.
I know that at one point, someone I know told me that it was a computer. It was not a computer, it was a robot that operated on her. You have robots that's in the operating room. So it is here. But we have to know how to teach our students to utilize this for a positive means. Because if you are not careful, if you know enough about AI, you would think they would think that's you talking, and it's someone that have taken your voice and placed it somewhere else, and they would think it's you when you're home in your bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And these are the parameters that need to be on guardrailed. They can take your face and put your face and your body someplace else. So there must be guardrails with AI in the public school system. It's a wonderful tool. Don't get me wrong. It does some
So
amazing things.
so as a board member, as that board member's district run, you would actually focus on that. And in what way would you try and implement and get the districts to understand how important it is and give them ideas of what they should do and how they should do it? I know you're saying the guardrail, but where do that start? Where would that begin?
It would start with teachers knowing that are experienced with this. I've gone to several AI conferences, seminars on this, and you have areas where you can write. Students can write a book utilizing AI. They can have their pictures placed in a book that they can write even in fourth and fifth grade, utilizing AI and AI programs. So, as a board member, these are the type of programs that I would like to see happen in medicine, in physics, in math. You can utilize AI
Yeah, it's
for
here.
good
It's here.
because it's
It's
here,
here. And we might
and we must know
learn
the
how to.
correct measures,
Right.
how to utilize it, and how to implement it in a positive framework so that our children will be more equipped when they reach the college level. When we
Right.
have these competitions of the robotic competitions, when you have, you making of these cars and making other, they're experimenting with other devices, rockets. I mean, it's here, and our students are capable, but we must have those areas that we ensure that it's done the correct way.
Yeah, that's the thing, the correct way with safety limitations around it, and not with them, going over, because most kids gonna figure it out. Like you say, most of them already done figure out how to do a lot with the AI. All right. Wow, this has been good. This has been good. We've gone over, but it's all right. We can do that. Because we wanted the voters to really hear you and hear your vision, hear your voice, and hear your heart for this run. So we're closing. My closing question. How have you, well, few of my closing questions. How have you connected with the different cultures in the Miami area to support you, and who are your representatives in those areas? I'm talking the Haitian area culture, the Hispanic culture, the white culture, just not and the black culture. Who are some of those representatives in those culture areas in Miami? Have you already connected with, and they're coming aboard to support you because they've heard your heart, and they know where you're headed, and they know that you have the best, you have the heart for the community, but just not the black community, but also the Haitian community, the Hispanic community, and the white community. Who are some of those represented?
Awesome, 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 awesome question. And when we were talking about diverse, and we know Dade County is a very diverse community, and we must have each of these entities a part of our camp because this is where we are. With the Hispanic community, I have someone that she was the president of the League of Women's Voters, and she is Hispanic, and she is on board with me. The Well, with the African American community, that's already, that is a lot. In the I would say the European community, the young man that is the president of Morgan and Stanley Financial Group, I call his name. I'll just say Bill. That's on board with me. I'll just say Bill, because a lot of people don't want their names to be called.
Right,
So
right.
I can't, in some areas I cannot, call names. I can call another one, but people names do not want to be called, but they are on board.
Okay.
As far as the Haitian community, just so happened, I had just left that rally that they're having at the Haitian Cultural Arts Center. I just left there before coming on here. I should have brought my sign. I left my sign in the car. I should have brought it to put it up for you to see, to show you that in the Haitian community, they had a big rally today because of the fact of that bill being passed that they want to send Haitians back. They want to send people back with immigration.
Yeah.
And you know that with that birthright entity, that if even though you were born here, if your parents are not citizens, they want to send you back. So I just left there. I just left there. And let me say this, there was a young man that was there, and I'm not going to call his name, Haitian. He said, "You're the best person for this position." He said, "You're the best one."
Yeah.
He said, "You have the most experience. You have the most know-how." He said, "I've been following you." And he said, "I see it." He said, "You're the best one for this position."
Yeah.
So,
Why I asked you that question? The purpose of me asking that question because I've said this to some people before. If to run a successful campaign, to run a successful campaign, I don't care if you can get mad at me, folks can get how they in their feelings or whatever. But if you're not connected to
correct,
the cultures other than ours, Hispanic culture, the Jewish culture, the Haitian culture, the white culture. If you're not connected to at least some of them, where they are supporting you highly and they're representing you strongly, it's a tough journey. It'll be a tough journey. So that was the purpose of me asking that question because to find out how connected are you to the other culture, and are there quite a few of them that are supporting you? I heard what you said about the young man, but that's great what he said. But is he bringing his cousin them and his auntie them and to join the journey, or that was just some lip service that he gave?
the Haitian community is a tight knit community. Their community is more closer than African Americans.
Of course.
That culture is tight. And it's not the easiest to break in to that community, but if you have somebody in there, you have somebody. So for my campaign, I am in the process of getting more people of the Haitian descent to be a part of what I'm doing,
Yeah.
because um, their community, they're going to stick together. But I want them to hear my platform as well.
Right. Right. And that's the thing.
So
They're gonna stick together.
my platform can be more engaging than maybe somebody else's platform.
Right.
So and this is something that now that I am striving to work towards, is
Right.
to gain more presence in the Haitian community. And that's where I am right now, to be visible with them.
Because the other thing is you can connect with them, but you got to have workers in those areas.
Correct.
That's
Correct.
working for
Correct.
you.
Correct.
Not just lip service, but working for you
Correct.
financially as well.
Correct.
Because Hispanics, if they're with you, they're with you financially.
Correct.
Haitians, if they're with you, if you got them financially. Whites, if they're with you, you got them. Jews, if they're with you, they with you financially. Now us, we might be with you, but we just bringing our opinions, not financially, not always. So that's why I was saying I asked you that question, because even though the young man said, "Oh, you're the perfect vet," but is he willing to work for you? If he's willing to, you know what I'm saying? That's
Of course.
the question is.
Of course. Of course. I understand. Of course, I understand the question.
He's willing to work for you. If these people willing to work, get on the ground, boots on the ground, and running for you. Is that the connection that you have with these culture?
With the Haitian culture,
With all
I
of
do
them.
not. With all of them. With all of them, that yes, what I'm building, I'm in the process now of building relationships like this in the Haitian community. This is what I'm saying. So this is why I have to show up. I have to be there. I have to show that, hey, I'm with that. I'm with what you were saying. I don't like what they're doing either. I don't like what they're doing to the Haitian community. I don't like it either. So I show up. I'm there. So I know what I need to do in those areas, because getting someone to work in the Haitian community, walking alongside me as a Black American, that is powerful, and that is something that will help my campaign to get over. So I understand that. Yes, I do. I do. I've been hearing this over and over and over. So it's not that you're not the first person that that have been saying this. I have been hearing this. So this is why I have to do what I have to do, and I get out there. I want them to know that, hey, it's you this time. It was somebody else the other time. So
All right.
all of us have to get together, because then after a while, they're going to start coming after us too. So if all of us come together, if all of these nationalities come together and stand as one, we can make this. We can make this. No big eyes, no little U's, because it was the Mexicans, then it was and then now it's the
So
it's the Haitians.
we're all in. We're all
And
in.
then it's after a while, it'll be us. This thing going around in a circle. After a while, it'll come back to us again. So we have to be as one. We have to work together, striving together.
That was the purpose of that question. All right, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Closing.
You timing me? You got the time out?
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Okay, here we go.
Not preaching. 30 seconds.
I'm closing.
Why should the voters of District 1 choose you? And what's the message you would like to leave with the parents, teachers, and students and voters that may be watching this podcast, this episode tonight?
My name is Joy Jackson. I have the experience, I have the tenacity, I have the strength to make things happen. I'm a mover and I'm a shaker. I'm not afraid to go into tough situations. I'm not afraid to have tough conversations. I'm not afraid to go across the aisle. What I would like to see, I would like to see change is that all of us are treated fairly, that all public schools have the monies needed to maintain, that charter and private schools will be under the same umbrella, that they would have to be mandated to do the same thing that we have to do, the same tests, that same criteria, the same certifications. I would also like to see and have engagement with parents and letting parents know that they do have a voice, that they are powerful, that they can do this collectively together, that our students, our most precious commodities, they are the reason why we do what we do, because they are important. They are not just our future, they are our now. They are the entities that will make things move forward in this society and in Region 1. The reason why I am running is because I know that I am the best choice because of the experience, the know-how, the knowledge, the pathway, the journeys that I have taken. I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly. I've seen the in-between. I've seen those that have fallen, and I've seen those that have risen to the top. And some that made it to the top wasn't because they were that great. They were just at one point at the right place at the right time. But this is the season and the time to have a mover and a shaker, someone that's willing to bring community together, to let students know that they can reach whatever level they desire to reach, bring in programs that are engaging, programs that are stimulating, programs that would have students to utilize their God-given talents, their God-given mind, because we are a set of great people, and when God made us, He never made junk. He made us to be great. And Region 1, people of Dade County, we are great. And
All
thank
right.
you.
All right. You've heard it. You've heard it for yourself. Dr. Joy Jackson, thank you again for joining the South Florida Live podcast on this evening. And we appreciate you sharing your vision and your heart with the Miami-Dade County Public School and District 1. Thank you so much. And once again, y'all, you gotta vote. You gotta vote. You gotta vote. No vote is a vote. Let's get out and vote. There it is. Vote for Joy Jackson for school board member District 1. That's August 18th. August 18th. You don't have to wait to August 18th now. You can start voting early on August 8th, 8th through the 17th. I said it earlier. Let's get it out the way. Go on early vote and in record numbers and overwhelming numbers and watch these folks look funny and be upset and have a problem. Let's go on and vote, y'all. Let's go vote. Let's get it done. There it is. Vote for Joy Jackson for school board member District 1 on August the 8th. All right. There we are. Hey, once again, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And once again,
Thank you.
remind everybody that know your vote, that your vote matters. Your vote does matter. If you're near somebody right now, I need you to just turn around and tell someone your vote matters. Your vote matters. Okay. Let's go out and vote, and let's take care of what I told you. Let's take care of your update all your information. Update. Let's make sure our seniors are good. Let's make sure our 18-year-olds are good. Mail-in ballots, take care of that. And remember, early voting starts on the 8th, 8th through the 17th. And then the primary main voting is the 8th through the 17th. And the primary main voting is on the 18th. All right. Dr. Joy Jackson.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate you being with us on
Thank
tonight.
you. I appreciate you having me. Thank you, Elder Brown. I appreciate you allowing me to be on your show. Greatly
It was my
appreciate
honor.
you.
Do it again. I have to do it
All
again.
right. When I become school
All right,
board
God-
District 1.
That's the one. All right. God bless you. Peace and blessings, my sister.
Amen. God bless.
All right, listen, you've been locked into the South Florida Live podcast. I'm your host, Jeffrey Brown, and that was my special guest, Dr. Joy Jackson. She's a candidate for Miami-Dade School Board Member, District 1, okay? August 18th is voting, but you can start August the 8th through the 17th, early voting, and take it out, knock it out, and get it out of the way, okay? Hey, listen, every Monday, y'all, every Monday. August 7th. Oh, I saw it was 8th through the 17th. Okay. Someone just said August 2nd through the 16th is early voting. Okay. I saw that it was the 8th through the 17th. All right. Hey, listen. I'm your host every Monday, every Thursday. Those that are viewing by YouTube, thank you for viewing by YouTube. I hope you hit that subscribe button. Do not go off. Do not turn off until you hit the subscribe button and also the bell and click on the all for all notifications, okay? Make sure you do that, please. Trying to get our subscribers up. I appreciate you guys that was on Facebook that had the comments. I couldn't read all the comments. I had my own notes right here. I was trying to stick to mine, but I'm sure she'll go back in the comment and I'll read your comments. So once again, every Monday, 7 p.m., it's Meditation Monday. Every Thursday, Thriving Thursday. Join us. It's very powerful. We have strong guests and a lot of good conversation and discussion. All right. Join us on Monday at 7 p.m. and also on Thursday at 7 p.m. All right. Meditation Monday and Thriving Thursday. Hey, listen, once again, thank you for joining me. Peace and blessings to everyone. And as I always say, listen, I'll pray for you. Hey, y'all, keep praying for me, and let's watch God change things, all right? God bless you.
Email your idea for show topics to the South Florida Live Show at gmail.com. Thank you for tuning in to South Florida Live with your host, Jeffrey Brown.